The nation of Haiti is in free fall. Just 600 miles off Florida's coast, the country that is no stranger to struggle is facing a confluence of humanitarian, security, and political crises. Millions do not have enough food. Cholera is spreading. Gang violence has reached previously safe areas, and the government appears powerless to provide solutions.
When I was looking at my stomach, I saw a big hole here and another one here. I didn't die because they gave me care.
He's from Cité Soleil, Port-au-Prince's biggest slum.
Now it's hard to tell a story like this because a story such as this begs for details. However, I need you to understand, details in this situation may land not only me in prison, but Dark Waters as well. And the way I see it, most people probably won't believe this, so I just told him to share the story. However, with all that being said, here it goes. You see, when the nation of Haiti's government collapsed, after the assassination of its president, things went to shit really fast. The first time I got a call about traveling to do work in Haiti was because 2 U.S. citizens were trapped there. I took a look at the situation and told them that I would pass on this operation. Now, if you're wondering why, it's because I'm a 6'7" white man with tattoos all over his body. There was no way I was going into Haiti to do an extraction mission and getting out without drawing attention. Now get this, a week later I get word that those people died in Haiti and the mission was scrapped anyway. 30 days pass, I get another phone call asking me if I want to go again. Now pause for a moment, let me say something to you. These jobs that I take pay anywhere between $25,000 to $52,000 per week, depending on how dangerous, depending on the location. When I get this call about going back into Haiti, the offer is $42,000 for 7 days. I need you to understand, $42,000 for 7 days. Now, granted, the $42,000 isn't wired directly into your bank account in the U.S. There's a whole bunch that you got to go through to get to this money. And for those of you who listen to Dark Water Stories who actually operate, you know exactly what we have to do to get that money back into the country. And the only reason why I share that minor detail right there with you is because I don't want y'all claiming that my boy is out here telling lies. I want you to understand that this story is true. Anyway, I get another call. This time the mission is to deal with one of the rebel gang leaders who's basically terrorizing people. You name the type of illegal activity, this guy was doing it. Now in my mind, this was way easier, so I took it. And listen, let me say this. I've been a lot of places, dark corners of this planet, with things that happen and the things that you see make you feel like you're in the Middle Ages. Was something out of a freaking horror movie. Ritual sacrifices, rape, murder. The videos we were showed in this briefing were nightmare fuel. Now listen, I need to fast forward past the deployment, our points of entry, and even some of the names of our team members. But let me start here, and I'll be able to make you understand. We're in Haiti, and Haiti has gone through this extreme deforestation, meaning they cut down all their trees, they burn them off and turn it to coal that they can sell off to make money. And under those circumstances, we found ourselves literally digging holes into the ground to create concealment. As for actual cover, there was none in this location. We have been there in the same spot, concealed for 5 hours under the cover of night when it starts to rain, the outer bands of a tropical storm. Now to be clear, what happened next, we had no prior warning of this. It was not in our brief. Hell, I don't even think the powers that be knew this was going on. But we're there watching and this camp gets surrounded in the dead of night. People walking up slowly, these lumbering motions. Understand, our target and his men are inside shipping containers that they converted into makeshift homes. I remember laying there cold, wet, and muddy, looking at this. And one of our team members asking, what the hell is going on? Being told by our team leader to hold and wait. That's when the local contact that we had with us on this mission starts to freak all the way the hell out. I'm telling you, dude stands up and starts to try to run off. I grab him by his belt and yank him back down into the mud. He looks at me and says, this is the work of a sorcerer. With this panicked look over his face as he tries to explain to us that these are the bodies of the dead who didn't have their feet and heads cut off. They've been brought back to life. Now pause right here for a moment and let me say something to you. Everybody and their mother has seen a zombie movie. I don't care how old you are. Throughout your lifetime, you've seen some type of zombie horror flick. And for me, personally, I never imagined that anything like this existed. I'm serious. You know, I always thought that this was just some Hollywood thing that they made up. But no, 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 no. This was legit walking dead people. So when I tell you I didn't believe this was possible, I mean I didn't believe it was possible. But what happened next made me a believer. Because no matter what, we had to get this job done, get proof, so we can get paid. And as we're slowly moving downhill, my mindset was if these are zombies, the animated dead, then it's a good thing. Because we're going to put their asses back to rest. We are halfway down the hill when we hear this explosion, a tripwire inside the camp, and they all come outside. And then shooting commenced. So we hold and watch as they unload AK-47 rounds into these walking dead corpses. They fall down, get back up, and keep coming. Now, you know in the movies where they show zombies eating people and tearing them apart? That's pure bullshit. What I saw with my own two eyes were these things were killing men with just one touch. Strong, muscular men falling to the ground dead with one touch. We watched this go down for 10 minutes as they fired, trying to kill the undead. And when it was finally all over, they had lost 12 men. And the rest of them decided that they were going to celebrate. And right then and there is when we moved in, taking all of them out, including the target. Now here's where all the crazy stuff starts. We safely extract, get back home, weeks pass, and I get a knock on my door, and it's the team leader. I've known this guy for 10 years, and he's asking me if I'm okay. I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm fine, what's going on? That's when he tells me one of the guys who was relatively new to the team committed suicide. He had told his wife that the spirits from Haiti followed him home and they wanted him to kill himself. Then, that's when my team leader tells me that he's having crazy thoughts of suicide. And I'm like, nah. I'm standing there at my front door, looking him in his eyes, and he don't look right. I tell him, nah, I'm good. Everything's okay on my part. Now get this, a week later, we're all called back in to meet with this priest. Our employer who sent us on this job discovered that our contact, the same guy who I pulled back down into the mud, had been chopped into pieces and his body used as a sacrifice on that island. The priest comes in and tells us he has dealt with this kind of stuff before, takes out his Bible and starts reading in Latin. Understand, we are in a government facility and the lights start to blink and flicker and this giant shadow with red eyes manifests in the room and starts talking in Creole. Listen, I don't speak that language at all, but one of my other teammates did. And what he told me, it said scared the living crap out of me because it introduced itself as the god of that island. And the god of that island was pissed off that we butted into the business of that island. Understand, the priest is reading and this thing is talking. And I tell you, bro, that priest had balls of steel because it's literally right there 10 feet away from him. And he just kept on reading and kept on reading and it left. Now listen to me, I know many of you don't follow international news. But till this day, Haiti is still in shambles. And we've been asked to go back to that island. But our team jointly decided it was a no-go for us. I just have a feeling, I mean a bad feeling, that if I ever go back there, it will be my last trip to anywhere. And I'm not taking a risk. I'm not taking it at all.
This is gang territory in Port-au-Prince, almost as far as the eye can see. But it seems the world isn't looking. And the Haitian capital has become a gangster's paradise. It's morning in a middle-class suburb. Minutes after a shootout, a show of force by the police. But usually it's the gangs who call the shots. There are over 100 armed groups in the city, instilling fear and silence. Well, police are still searching the scene here. There's an AK-47 on the ground and some ammunition. There are also drops of blood. Now, this is an armoured car. Police say they were tracking it for about 2 weeks. They say it was being used by a kidnap gang. It's about 8 in the morning here, and morning and evening rush hours are peak time for the kidnappers.
There was a battle with police officers and the bad guys. One of them died, and we got the vehicle, and this is one of the weapons the bad guys had in their hands.
Do they have many armed men?
So talk to me, where are we?
Now we are in the voodoo market in
Okay.
Pétionville, and all of these are different voodoo portions that you will see here, and those are powder that they would use for bath.
Yeah.
Gen bon poudre, gen mauvais poudre, gen poudre qui pour ben chance, gen poudre qui pour.
And inside of those powder, there is good powder, there is bad powder. There is.
Ça c'est
This is
bon
the
poudre,
bad one.
ça est bad.
Et ça, qu'est-ce que ça fait?
Ça est mauvais poudre, ça est pour leur faire traitement, expédition,
That's why
travail mon coup de nom.
That's for expedition and so on. And this is the good powder. That's for chin. Good luck.
For what, sorry?
That's for good locks.
So I don't understand, what makes a bad powder?
So there are different leaves here, and there is different kind of mixture that you will find inside of this one.
So, but for example, when would you use this?
This is that you will use this one for expedition.
What do you mean by
Making
expedition?
a person go crazy, like losing their minds.
Okay. Maybe the definition of
Yeah.
expedition means to me an adventure.
Oh no, expedition. Expedition.
Okay, maybe the definition is
Yeah,
different.
It's different.
So you would give this to somebody
Yeah. That.
to make them go crazy,
Yeah. Exactly.
unknowing to them.
Unknowing to them, they would not know.
Right. So what would it go in their drink or their food or how?
Oh, you could just spread it on the ground or put it under juice. Yeah. They don't have to drink it.
Okay, okay.
You have to prepare it and then you just throw it on the ground.
Right.
As they cross over it,
Sorry, there's too many people
yeah,
talking.
as
at
they
the same-
cross over it, and then that will attack them.
What is an example of a reason? Why would somebody be that angry that they say, I need to go and get the bad stuff?
Qui s'appelle pour mon fâché assez pour dire balde ça vous faire.
Exemple, si tu travailles, un monde qui fait du mal.
Oh, if they have done you some wrong or make the person lose his job,
Qui voit la fin.
or stealing from them.
What is it?
This is a zombie powder.
Okay.
You wanna try it?
No, I'm not.
You're gonna smell it. It's-
No, I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
I'd like to see for sure. You
Yeah.
just gotta watch the light.
I don't smell it.
Okay.
Do you smell it?
No, I'm keeping my nose
Oh,
closed.
it's coming. It's coming.
My nose is closed.
It's coming.
Well, you're all smelling it, so. Oh. Hey, not today.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah. It's burning my nose now. But what is it made out of?
Qu'est-ce que ça fait ça?
L'aime pour un zombie. Ça a des zombie là, proposé tirer plusieurs
Yeah.
là-dedans parce que c'est pour les pour prendre esprit exemple même les noms dans son monde yo ka zombie fio.
This is a mixture of different kind of stuff that they put in it. There is also woods, leaves, and the bones of the dead person, the corpse of a dead person, and the intestine and everything. It's inside of this one.